Well, the day has come. I finally got my Pomoly 1 to 2 person hot tent, TP style. I got it the other day. I've been waiting for a while to get it, and I finally purchased one. I got the smaller one because I just really need the big one at this moment. I was looking at a couple of the other styles, and uh, they were pretty big, and maybe one day I'll grab that. There'll probably be a lot more room with a couple of people in there, but for now, this one will probably do the trick. And one of the things that brought me to it is it does come with an inner tent. Good for summer use when the bugs are out, and also in the wintertime because these tents do produce condensation. So having that inner tent in there will soak that up and prevent that from hitting you when you're in there. So that was one of the reasons why I got this tent. You don't have to go purchase another inner tent and a little bit more expense. This was, I think, was about $140 on Amazon. So for the price and for the size and getting the inner tent, yeah. And like I say, when you get that inner tent, that's part of a floor. So most of these tents don't have a floor, or you got to purchase a floor. But that's another bonus to that. You don't have to worry about putting a floor in. But I'm going to put some style of foam barrier on the bottom so you can walk around more comfortably. And why not when you're out camping? I don't want to be walking around on the snow and the dirt when everything heats up and melts. So I prefer that, and that's what we're going to do. So let's see what we got in here. So it does come with 2 stove jacks, which is good. I guess if you screw up on one, you'll have another one. Comes in this box. Comes with this manual. It gives you a couple styles of the stoves and usage tips and stuff like that. Comes packaged in there. And here's your other stove jack. 2 stove jacks. Comes in a pretty nifty case here. Hopefully when we fold it all back up, we can get back in there. Usually they jam them in, and you know what? I can never fold things up the same way. So let's see what we got in here. I think, you know what? I think we'll be able to fold it up pretty good. Comes with all your, well, here's your top of your TP for ventilation. It's going to go on the top. Comes with your one pole that goes in the center to hold everything up. Everything's encased pretty nice. These are your stove jacks. That stove jack's your pegs. Got them tied up here pretty good. Let's get her undone. There we go. Let's see what we got for pegs. Okay, looks like they're pretty decent. All your guidelines and everything. So they look like pretty decent pegs. Comes with your inner tent, which we'll see when we get it put up, and the big bad boy. So let's get out there, get at her, get her set up, and see what she looks like for size and stuff. They say it's 1 to 2 person, but I think 1 person's is going to be good enough by the time you get your stove in there. But we'll see. So let's go get this bad boy set up. easy. It's pretty basic setup. You just see, get your corners all staked up, get your pole put up in the middle, and then after that, it's just a matter of adjusting your guidelines and everything. And guidelines on there are really good. Sets up really well, and it wasn't the best setup out there. I was kind of on a little bit of a slant, so the tent may look a little like it's not pulled out properly, which probably I hadn't. But yeah, pretty easy setup. Shouldn't take that long once you do it one or two times, probably about 10 minutes, and you probably have it up. 1 to 2 man tent, maybe in the summer without that stove. But in the winter, when you got that stove in there with the center pole, one person is it's enough. Two people, you'd be really pushing it with gear and stuff. So I think one person in the wintertime is fine. Two in the summer, you can get by. And it seems like all the seams are really well taped on that tent, so I don't think there'd be a problem with it in the summertime. When I do it in the summertime, we get a rainstorm, I'll do another review on that. It was minus 16 last night, degrees Celsius out. I had the stove cooking, and I had the fan on, and it was toasty in there. I was just down into my sweatshirt and my sweatpants, and I was warm. But I wanted to test my sleep system out, so I turned it down, and I'll be giving another review on my sleep system and that stove. So stay tuned for more videos to follow. Yeah, I got down to minus 16, and I was warm in my sleep system, so I have no complaints about that. You'd always have a carbon monoxide detector in there at all times when you got that stove running. I had one in there last night because you know what, you want to wake up and enjoy a cup of joe and some brekkie in the morning. So always have one. Don't go without it. And yeah, I didn't put the fly in there. I just wanted to see what it was like without it. And I think with it is probably the way to go to help with condensation around that tent, because I'm a 5'10", and when I was in there, just with the center pole, you are touching the sides. So having that fly in there will prevent the condensation from hitting you, rubbing off on your sleeping bag, or when you're moving around in there in the morning. So all in all, I think it's a great tent for 140 bucks. It is small, so it is what it is. When you buy a 1 and 2 man tent, it's not going to be very big, and I was expecting that. So until next time, enjoy the cold and enjoy the outdoors.